Welcome, my business bosses, to Business Life with Kimmi Podcast. I'm your host, Kimmi Nunnally. I'm a resource for entrepreneurs and creatives who are looking to elevate their online presence through great content. Learn real and useful business strategies that will help make you profitable. Don't forget, also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Business Life with Kimmi. I bring years of experience and know-how to the table. I will share strategies on how to create content that truly resonates with your audience and drives engagement. So tune in and enjoy the conversation. Hello, and welcome to Business Life with Kimmi. Hey, business bosses, how's it going today? Well, today we are talking all about how to provide value in the marketplace, how to provide value to your clients. Okay, what does that even mean, providing value? Well, you want to stand out from your competitors. You want to provide value. You want to provide exceptional customer service to your clients, whatever you are doing. If you are the barber, I want you to be the best barber in Atlanta, okay? Or the best barber in California. I don't want you to do shoddy work and you putting plugs into people's hair and then they talking about you on the internet. Man, I went up there to Cuts by John, and John put a line in my head. It went from here to here. It ain't make no sense. That's product service. That's delivery. You cutting somebody's grass or yard. Oh, you going out there at night. I had this happen, actually. This is a true story. Somebody came to cut my dad's lawn, and I hope they ain't watching this channel, but they came to cut my father's yard in the nighttime, in the dark, with a little spotlight, so you can imagine what the yard looked like in the daytime. Okay. He would have did better just to say, hey, Bill, you think you could just give me $50 and I'll come back in the morning and do it? I need the money. No, he's trying to cut the yard at night, so you can imagine what that looked like. Do you think that was good product delivery or service? No, because my dad talked about that for the rest of his life, and I'm still talking about it. And I lost my dad back in 2020. I lost my dad. I love that man, but he was an entrepreneur too. It's in my blood, baby. My mama, my daddy, my sister, all of us, we are entrepreneurs. And anyway, so he come out there cutting the grass with a spotlight. So you know the service wasn't good. So of course, next time my dad sees somebody, man, you know what this dude did? He came out here and cut my grass with a spotlight. You know, so that's bad service. You're not providing value, okay? You want to provide service and value that stands out, as I was mentioning. You want people to talk about the experience that they had with you, and they say, wow, that was a great experience. I have another one for you. So I'm a notary. You guys know I talk about that. And I have a client, and her sister needed a notary. So she tells her sister, she's like, man, I done been to the bank, I've been to FedEx, I went here, I went there, I couldn't find a notary. And then she says, you can use my notary. And she was like, oh, I didn't even know you had one. And it made me so proud because she considers me to be her notary. And I have that repeated day after day after day after day, client after client after client. My point is, when you provide value and great customer service to your clients, they will help your business to grow. You don't have to work that hard. I had a daycare also. I mentioned that in one of my videos. I think when I first started, I had a home daycare. And the very first year, yes, I had to get out there every school registration and get them cards. And the first year I had to go out there and really hustle and build my name, right? Kids are kids, all these different businesses and daycares and stuff. So who was little old me coming up? My daycare was called None Better Kids. So with a Z, that was the idea of my sister that I lost in 2019. She was like, you should put a Z on it. And I did. I made it kind of hip hop. And anyway, it was very successful. But that first year I had to hustle. But the rest of the time I had my daycare, the next 3 years, I did not have to hustle like that. Why? Because the parents were like, wow, you do such great service. You know, you help the kids with their homework. I went above and beyond. I gave them a snack, not just any snack. I gave them a nice snack. I helped them when they was out of school, like they had teacher work days. I stayed open sometimes, or if the parent was running late. All those little things like that adds value. And that's why they're going to choose you over somebody else. You could have 10 daycares. And matter of fact, my neighbor actually had a daycare across the street from me. I would give her all kind of tips and help her out. She built her business and she actually did amazing too. We each always had about 8 kids. And it was so funny. Everybody would say, why are you telling her all your secrets? Why are you telling her? I was like, because one, there's more than enough kids. And number two, can't nobody do Kimmi but Kimmi. Can't nobody do you but you. So it could be 10 barbers on the corner. But if you are presenting yourself well, you are providing value to your clients, they're going to come to you. My husband is very loyal to his barbers, okay? He is very loyal to the barber. I'm thinking to myself, I said, that man going to get paid if we don't pay the light bill, okay? Because he's very loyal to him. But they provide service, and he hates when you have to change barbers. He had the same barber, probably the first one, for like 10, 15 years. He followed him all across Atlanta. All across Atlanta, he followed that man, Ace. His name was Ace. And I'll be like, where Ace at now? Ace working 15 miles this way. Oh, Ace is 30 minutes that way. But it didn't matter. Jeffrey was going to be wherever Ace was, because Ace did his hair the way he liked it. He didn't have to question it. He didn't have to wonder, am I going to have some nicks in it or whatever. So people are loyal. It doesn't matter what product or service you're offering. Just make sure you are bringing what I call the value, okay? Make sure that they trust you. Make sure that everything they don't have to wonder if you're making brownies. Make it the same way every time. Be consistent in your product. Even when I teach my notaries in their businesses, we have a process for being a notary. We do that same process every single time. Find the process that works for you in your business. If it's cutting lawns, find the process that works in that business. You may do the first 5 lawns and you realize, you know what, dog, when I do this, it takes longer. Or when I do that, the clients don't like it. And kind of get the bugs out and then follow what process that is working every single time. And then that will produce the value that you're providing your client. And that will make them want to pay you. They will remember you. They will refer you. You won't have to work hard for that, okay? As I was mentioning earlier. I also don't recommend putting your prices on the internet. I don't. Why do I say that? Because when clients call you, they need to feel the value, right? If I put that I charge $100 to cut someone's yard, right? We'll use that example. And someone else put that they only charge $25. Because I've seen that before. I'm like, dog, how are you going to cut the grass for $25? But this other person charged $100. Well, there's a reason why it's only $25. There's a reason why it's only $25. You're going to get $25 worth of cut. They might, it's going to be all lopsided or whatever. So that's why I said don't put your prices. Let clients call you most of the time at certain points in your business, especially when you're starting out. The $100 job might include doing your shrubbery, making sure it's lined up properly, or edged. Edged is the word for grass. They want to make sure it's edged properly, right? But if you only charge $25, you might get $25 worth of work. So that's why I always say don't put your prices on the internet when you're first starting out. Let the client feel the value. So when they call you, that sounds like this. We're going to use the lawn, for example. So let's do a sample phone call together. When a client calls you, how you show them the value of what you're offering, your product or service, versus just giving them the price, okay? So the first way the client calls you and they say, well, how much is it? You say $100, click. Okay, they're not even interested, right? But the next way you frame it for them, you let them know, well, Mr. Smith, what that would include is your private session, or whatever term you want to put there for your business. What that would include is I would come out, I would cut the front and the back of the yard. I will also be edging it up. I will also be including the shrubbery. I will also be taking away, and you see the difference between, and that total for the service is $100. Oh, sure, sign me up. You see the difference versus, oh, it's $100. Well, what you doing for $100? Give me something. They need to feel the value. They need to feel it. That's another reason why I'm going to say for the 4th time, for the people in the back, don't put your prices on the internet, especially as you're first starting out. People need to feel it. And then the more they feel it and can appreciate what you're doing for them, everything else will fall into place, okay? And then what else we have here? This will help you with also having a strong brand reputation and customer loyalty. I talked about that earlier. I didn't have to go out and get business after a while. And most of us who are watching this channel, you're probably in a service-based industry. That means that you do something for them. You provide a service for your client and they pay you. Be it if you're doing hair, if you're starting a daycare, if you're doing eyebrows, if you're doing lashes, all of that is service-based. So the more and more that you do a better job and provide the value for your client, they will refer you automatically, and your business will grow from word of mouth recommendations. And that's only if you're doing good work. Because the flip side is also true. If you providing bad service and you chopping up people's yards and chopping up people's hair, and the brows, one is up and one is down, and you doing all that, they gonna talk about you. And now they got a big old platform with social media to talk about you. So we don't do things just because we don't want people to talk about us in a bad way, but we just provide overall service because that's who we are, okay? We provide service with integrity. And that's the kind of business boss I want you to be. With integrity, not just because of the money. If you notice, I don't even talk about money a lot on my channel. On this channel or any of my other channels, my other platforms when I'm dealing with my clients, I don't talk a lot about money. So sometimes those videos are not as flashy. They may not get 100,000 hits, but I want you to be long term, okay? That's why I don't talk about you can make $100,000. No, I don't do that, because I already know if you do the work, the hard old-fashioned work, it's gonna pay off in the end, okay? So just a couple more things I wanted to add to this video is you always want to, when I talk about providing service too, that goes along with the quality, as I already mentioned. If you're making cupcakes, don't start out by using the best chocolate chip here, and then later on you got a Dollar Tree chocolate chip. I don't know if it's good or bad. This is just an analogy, so don't kill me, guys. But you know what I'm saying? Are you using a good fine flour over here, and then now you got the people hooked and you start using something cheap? No, be consistent. Whatever you're going to do, keep it the same way, okay? And don't start offering a product or service that you know you don't want to maintain or keep either. I'm going to say that. That's the same thing in relationships. Most of us women, your mamas, your aunties, or somebody told you, girl, don't start doing something for that man you're not going to want to do forever. Right? You know what I'm saying? So, same thing in business. Don't start something you're not going to finish. Now, that's not saying you won't have time. You won't be able to tweak things as time goes along, because there's going to be times when you do have to tweak your service. You know, you start out doing a service, whatever it is, and you decide, you know what, I think we need to go in a different direction. Remember one of my videos I talked about earlier? That's the blessing you get. It's your business. You can decide what direction you want to go in. But overall, though, make sure that we're providing the same level of service or quality throughout the product, whatever it is that we're offering, okay? So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. As I always like to do, I like to make it nice and clear for you as a takeaway. So we're going to provide value to our clients. We're going to make sure we focus on the quality of the service or the product. We're going to make sure that we do not list our prices, because we want the client to feel the value when they call us for a quote initially. Okay, as you continue to grow, you might have to go in a different direction. But just starting out, if you just start dropping numbers, your clients will not do business with you. They have to feel it. They have to feel it. Why are you charging me so much? And then once you finish encompassing what they get, the value, the service, and they're like, okay, sign me up. Once you have your client, you are going to provide consistent customer service with them. You're going to make sure you have a great attitude with them. They're going to naturally tell other people about you. You want to be the preferred barber. You want to be the preferred maintenance guy, okay? Or lawn guy. You want to be the preferred baker in your area. You want to be the preferred nail tech, the preferred brow person, okay? So if you provide all of this service and do everything that I'm telling you, you will be the business boss that I know you can be. Well, until next time, guys, this is Business Life with Kimmi. All things business related, visit us where? At businesscreatorszone.com. businesscreatorszone.com. Until next time, bye. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Business Life with Kimmi Podcast. We hope you have enjoyed the insights and strategies shared, and that you gain valuable knowledge on how to elevate your content and grow your business. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Also, be sure to watch the Business Life with Kimmi YouTube channel. Visit us at businesscreatorszone.com for all things business related and even more resources. We wish you much success. Until next time, bye.